Bonet's run ended when the bitch started lunching. And they showed that interview, girl, where that white lady was talking to you about how you think that a different world, you know, is going to turn out for you. Is it going to be a good thing? And she like, I don't know. Chance to make it. Hey, if we focus on our goals, if you dish it, we can take it. Hey, just remember that you've been told it's a different world. Let's get to it. Hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's looky would be our animal print turban. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about Unsung Hollywood's A Different World. I don't give a hell what the Bill Cosby done to all, you know, you ladies, or not done to you ladies. I don't know. All I know is the nigga is free. Okay? That don't mean he ain't do it, but what it does mean is that because his sentence was overturned, that means that they did some things wrong. Okay? I ain't saying he ain't do it. I'm just saying that there were some things done wrong in regards to his conviction. Okay? But anyway, getting to what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how prolific the Cosby Show was for us. Now, we're going to get to A Different World, but we got to start here. You got to start at the crux, okay? And the crux is the Cosby Show. It was profound for us to see ourselves in an upper middle class placement on television, because remember, this is around still like the early mid 80s. We're still calling around to each other saying, hey, a black person is on television, check it out. Hey, we're on TV, check it out. Hey, you know, make sure you tell the kids that Cosby's on television and we have a show, okay? And what a great show it was. What was good about the Cosby Show was that although those kids came from, like I said, an upper middle class dynamic, Bill Cosby still kept those kids very grounded. Okay, that's what we do love about the show. Okay, and we know that there was a character on that show by the name of Denise. Denise and I were close to the same age. Okay, Denise would be Denise Huxtable / Lisa Bonet. Girl, is it true that you cheated on that Jason Mau? Is it true that you cheated on that great big man, girl? Ooh, girl. I bet you that the body is somewhere. From what I understand, also, Jason Mau admits that he did a lot of cheating on Lisa Bonet in the beginning. Okay, but nonetheless. So, like I said, Denise was somebody that we all could resonate with, you know, especially the girls who were around that age. I think Denise was probably 2 or 3 years older than me. She made it to college before I did, but I just love Denise. I love the way she dressed. Everything about Denise was me, okay? I felt, you know, a little dingy, but with a good heart, okay? A little, you know, disconnected, but still sweet and naive. So the first show of A Different World aired on September 24th, 1987. That was the first season. That was the season where we had Marissa Tomei, Dawn Lewis, and Lisa Bonet. Again, Lisa Bonet was disconnected. She has always been a disconnected actress, okay? I don't know how she's there. We're all there, but Denise, you're not here. Where are you, girl? So even though the first season was not its best season, the way that it was positioned on NBC slated it for greatness, or would put it in a position to be great, okay? Before it came on, you had The Cosby Show. Amazing show, hands down. The greatest show on television, white or black, okay, at that time, okay? Then you have A Different World, and then right after that, you had Cheers, okay? It was about, what is his name? Ted Danson, Whoopi Goldberg would hunch on him from time to time, or they was lovers or something like that, but it was still a great show. Right in between these two awesome shows on NBC was A Different World. First season, the school was set at a HBCU, but there was nothing HBCU about it. On top of that, you had Marissa Tomei there for the first season, but nobody was explaining, wait a minute, how is this a black school, but there's a white girl? Okay, they never approached that issue. It's coming time for me to graduate. Okay, I think in 1987, what grade was I in? 1987, 88, 89. Okay, 87, I'm in 10th, 11th grade, something like that, right? Graduation time is rolling up on me, Nene. What you gonna do, Nene? That first season did not encourage me to want to go to college at all. At that time, 10th grade, my mother's like, what you gonna do, Nene? What's next? I'm like, Ma, can I just get up and go to school the next day? God damn, I think I got 2 more years to worry about this. My mother is like, no, Nene, because the choices that you make now will affect your future. I'm going to tell you how it matters in a moment, okay? So I'm watching the show. I'm not impressed, but I am dedicated to Denise, okay? Or Denise's character, right? But it was lackluster. Bill Cosby had hired this woman, I forget her name, I'll put it below, to be like the showrunner or the exec or the writers or something like that for it. I don't understand why they would hire a white woman from SNL. Don't get me wrong, that's a dream job to me, to write for SNL. But to hire a white woman to be a showrunner for a black sitcom centered at a HBCU just didn't make sense for me. Lisa Bonet's run ended when the bitch started lunching. Okay, Denise, I love you, girl, but you was lunching. They showed that interview, girl, where that white lady was talking to you about how you think that A Different World, is going to turn out for you. Is it going to be a good thing? And she like, I don't know. Damn, Denise, what is you on? Denise had got pregnant with Lenny Kravitz's baby. Girl, I don't blame you with that. Okay, I don't blame you. I don't blame you with that cockeyed motherfucker. He is sexy as hell. Okay, and then comes Zoe. We all love Zoe Kravitz, And then she just was somewhere else. Later, she returned to The Cosby Show. Okay, still the same dingy person, but obviously college was not for her. Let me tell you what I didn't put together. 2 and 2 together. What I did not know or did not pay attention to was that Debbie Allen and Felicia Ayers Allen Rashad, whatever the hell her name is, were sisters. I know you like, well, what does that have to do with anything? We all know that, right? But when they were talking to Debbie Allen, she said that Bill Cosby, my sister's co-star, contacted me to take over the show, okay? And I'm saying to myself, why would he choose Debbie Allen? Why would he choose her? She had directed some shows from Fame, but still, it's just, what would make you, boop, let's get Debbie Allen, right? Man, rubbing elbows in Hollywood gets you a long way. Okay, now you can rub some other things together. Also, what I did not know was that Jasmine Guy had worked with Debbie Allen previously on Fame. She was a background dancer. I didn't know that. Just one of the dancers, right? I didn't know that. You're welcome. Luckily, I went home and I told my mama, I probably told this story like 1,000 times, let me shorten it up. I went home, I said, Mommy, listen, these people telling me that I'm not going to graduate, Mommy. She was like, let's see what we can do, okay? All I know is one day my mama and me went up to the principal's office, okay? And we sat down. She held my hand, kissed me in the mouth, and said, what can we do to make my daughter graduate? All I know is my mother was beautiful, okay? And you can't tell me that if my mama was a booger wolf and came in and sat next to me that this would have happened, okay? So we sit in the principal's office, right? And she's like, you realize that your daughter then got all F's. My mother said, my daughter's not dumb. She's just doing it because, she's just not happy or depressed or something like that, right? The principal tells her the only way that Nene can graduate, because, everybody called me Nene, but the only way that Nene can graduate is if she got all A's. She was like, as a matter of fact, can you take half these classes off? Because, she really does help me with her little sister at home, okay? So I need for her to come home. I was the only person who did not have a job who had a half-a-day schedule. Nigga, what? Only the beautiful could get something like that done. Because that's impossible. And they can make all A's this semester. We'll let her graduate with a D average. Woo! I did it. But remember when I told you the decisions you make earlier will affect you in the long run? Because my grades were so poor, I could not get into an elite HBCU. I couldn't do it. But Howard's right down the street, on Georgia Avenue, but I couldn't get into Howard because I had like a D average when I graduated. There was no way that I could get into it. So my spirits were down, even though I'm looking at a different world and I'm seeing, all those things that are a part of Black life in Black colleges and university, because HBCU, if you ninjas don't know, is historical Black college and university, okay? Grades were way too bad to get into one of those Hamptons or Norfolks or Howards, right? My mother wasn't going to send me away because, like I said, my job was to watch my sister. My mother came to me one day and said, so Nene, what you going to do? I said, I'm going to get a job because I couldn't have what I wanted. I wanted to go to a HBCU. She said, you gonna get a job? Good, Nene. You can do both. Come on. Welcome to the wonderful world of UDC. I didn't even realize that the University of the District of Columbia was a HBCU. I didn't know that, right? But when I got there, I got it. The only difference is that when you're dealing with UDC, the University of the District of Columbia, which once was Federal City Teachers College, and I think it was Washington Tech Institution, something like that, and then finally it ended up being UDC. The thing about it was just that we didn't have dorms, right? So that kind of was a teaser for us. People teased us and said that, okay, that is another high school. It may be true. You saw a lot of people from, the DC area who had recently graduated high school who was there at UDC. But it doesn't matter because it's easy to get in UDC, but it's hard to get out. So anyway, okay, we got Debbie Allen in place, right? And what Debbie Allen did for us was to bring in different characters, right? One of them was Kim, that beautiful Kim. I think her real name is Sherelle. She's there. She comes from a lower middle or middle class home. Her father is a police officer and her mother is a bookkeeper. She's there sharing a room with an upper or maybe lower rich, upper class family, like Whitley Gilbert. College is not just there to, teach you. College is also there to give you social skills and life lessons that you will learn and grow from throughout life. One of the things my criminal justice professors taught me, that your opinion never matters. It never matters, okay? The only thing that matters is facts and statistics. Now, if a motherfucker asks you your opinion, that's one thing. But for you to sit down with the big dogs and have a conversation and you just stating your opinion and the people around you, they stating facts and you just voice your opinion, baby, they're going to eat you up alive. Never sit down at a table with the big dogs and all you have to offer is your opinion, because your opinion is only based on what you feel. And what you feel don't matter with them motherfucking dogs, okay? They don't care about what you feel, girl. Fuck your feelings. The thing that going to a HBCU will teach you is that because you're black, everything you're going to have to do is going to have to be 50 times better than your counterparts, okay? Let me break this part down. An A at a Yale or a Harvard or one of those Ivy League schools, it's only a C at a HBCU. You dig me? It's only a C. That's what is equal. And I'm telling you, them damn UDC professors was burning my ass up. Okay? They was killing me. Our criminal justice department equated John Jay's. That's a big goddamn deal. Okay? And they was on our necks. Most people had to write a 40-page paper to get out of college. Baby, I was writing 40-page papers in my second year. UDC don't play with you. Say what you want to about that community school. UDC don't play. They don't play. Them college professors don't play. We talked about Kim, Cree Summers, the beautiful Cree Summers. Everything about Freddie. Oh my God, she had a big square head, but I loved her, right? She was going to school to be a lawyer. And get this tea, y'all. You're welcome, right? Cree Summers had said herself that she wanted some of that Lenny Kravitz situation. Okay, she said that. Those is her words, not mine. She was trying to get that awesomeness, to drain down on her or to rain down on her, right? Didn't work. He chose Lisa Bonet. I mean, shit. Okay? If he like pill poppers, hasta la vista. But anyway, speaking of the fact that you got Kim that's going to school to be a doctor, and you got Cree that's going to school to be a lawyer. Kadeem Hardison is going to school to be a engineer. I don't know what Jaleesa was there for. And that was another situation that I believe was touched, but I believed there should have been other situations or other shows that focused on Jaleesa being like 26 years old and being in college, okay? Because sometimes what happens in real life, there are breaks, then you go to college, and Jaleesa was somebody that got married and it didn't work, and then she chose to take herself or put herself in college. So let's talk about some of the touchy situations that A Different World, showed us, right? One of them was date rape, okay? Listen, I come from a place where, men were very entitled, okay? They really believe that when a woman says no, all you have to do is convince her to say yes, okay? I learned that lesson early, right? So by the time I got to college, I wasn't fucking with you niggas. When they be like, Nay, come over my house, I learned if you ain't trying to, hunch, don't go over Ninja house because he expect. Those are these unwritten rules that you have to teach your children, right? I don't have kids, but I was a big sister, right? Or I am a big sister. So I told my sister the rules. These are the rules. Follow them when you get out there. Because my sister went to a private white institution. Follow them motherfuckers when you get out there, right? She didn't. A situation happened. She told me about it. I'm glad she got away, but now she understands the rules, okay? Make sure you tell your kids, your grandkids the rules. If you're not going to F that ninja, do not be nowhere alone with him, okay? And if it's two of them, never. I know us women, sometimes we love that attention that we get from men sometimes, but baby, their intentions is not going to be to just show you just attention. So the next situation that they touched on in the Unsung episode was the issue of HIV/AIDS. Let me tell you this. In my world, it's never a problem until it's a problem, okay? In the late 80s, when AIDS began to be a situation, it was a disease that was just for white gay men, okay? We hadn't heard of anybody getting it. I'm not sure if Eazy-E came out before or after. I think it was after, right? So when our Magic Johnson went on television and told us, I got HIV, you know, and I'm going to retire. Oh, that shocked us. What? Magic Johnson got what? It was just that we were so uneducated about the disease that we were just so ignorant, okay? And in this episode, you got the Jada Pinkett child. We're going to talk about Jada Pinkett later, okay? But we were so ignorant about the disease that we thought that if you talk to them, they spit on you, you know, on accident, you got it. They touch you, you got it. It was just ignorant. What it did was it forced us to educate ourselves about a disease that could happen to us. Then we got the seasons with Jada Pinkett Smith and Clarence the So Fine. Listen, I've been loving Bumper Robinson ever since he was dancing and doing shit in the no, that wasn't him with the in the commercial. I don't know, but y'all know Bumper Robinson been around a long time. Okay, I remember him when he was a kid. Was it A Different World? I know he was on Give Me a Break, but was it Silver Spoons? No, that was Alfonso Ribeiro. Why am I getting them two confused? Because nobody messes with Alfonso Ribeiro. The season where we have Jada Pinkett Smith, who annoys the fuck out of me. I was done. By the time Jada Pinkett Smith got on A Different World, I wasn't running into the house to watch the show. I was like, okay, I'll watch a rerun on it. If I miss it, I miss it. You know, it wasn't really bothering me. But it was just something about... Jada Pinkett Smith is not the best actor in the world. Why? Because I believe she does way too much. And when she was on A Different World... it was just like she was trying too hard to be too tough. And I'm like, just relax, girl. Just be you. You know, it just, I don't know. Like, how did she get on the show? What did Jada Pinkett Smith do before A Different World? I don't know. I don't even understand how she ended up on the show. What did she do? That season, I just knew we were coming to an end. I just knew it because it was a season where they were trying too hard. Before we get to where I'm about to wrap this up, let's talk about the wedding episode. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Glad I was there for it, you know. I was yelling at the screen, man, get it. Go get your woman, Kadeem. Go get your woman. Okay, because, you know, Whitley was supposed to marry Papa Pope. Okay, I don't know his real name. All I know is that he Olivia Pope's pappy. Okay, on Scandal, right? Love that man. Look, I'm not a big fan of moles because, you know, I have moles all over my face. I just hate the way we have moles. It's like black people and their moles. But he got like a big booger right here on his eye or right here somewhere. Anyway, he got this big booger on his face, right? Y'all know him. It's Papa Pope. Jasmine Guy is fitting to marry Papa Pope with the booger on his face. And Dwayne Wayne rushes in, baby, please don't marry him, marry me. I mean, the whole audience, the whole world was like, yes, finally, because, you know, their dynamic was to break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up, get back together. And that kind of wore, you know, me thin too. And then after that, the two, Dwayne Wayne and Whitley Gilbert, decided to go to LA for their honeymoon. While they're in LA, they witnessed the LA riots / Rodney King riots, right? They fought to have these 2 episodes aired. One thing that will kill a show quicker than you know is if you get too serious, okay? Remember that show Rock? That shit got too serious, okay? Sometimes Tyler Perry with Madea, that shit's got too serious. Okay, you can't do it. That's why I like to keep my shit light. I keep it light, keep it funny, and I throw in some other, you know, tidbits here and there. But for the most part, I know I've seen those mistakes where people have made their show too serious. Them goddamn LA riots was too serious. They rubbed people the wrong way. They got that show, those 2 episodes aired. Next minute, you know, they shuffling them people around. 1 minute they on 8 o'clock. 1 minute they on, 13 o'clock. 1 minute they on 7 o'clock. Changed the day and everything. They talked about how the network executives were so cruel that they put this black show up against, I think it was Family Matters and The Martin Show. That's not right. That's not right. It's like they were trying to make Black America pick which show they wanted. So I forget, it's this beautiful lady who was talking. Oh my God, she reminded me of a young Lonette McKee. I'm going to put her name in the captions, but oh, she was so beautiful. Oh, you beautiful. Thank you. She said it wasn't worth it. The fight was not worth it because if we wouldn't have fought so hard for those 2 episodes to be aired against the powers that be opinion, we could have probably lasted another 2 seasons. Maybe, girl. Maybe 1 more, because that Jada Pink was getting on my fucking nerves. The way that they ended A Different World, it was so open. Like, you're not going to, do no captions or anything at the end to let us know what the hell happened. Even Ron, the character Ron, I don't know his real name, but he's married to, Vanessa from The Cosby Show in real life. Even Ron was like, it was like we came to work one day and they said, okay, by the way, this is your last show. Go to work. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Now remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. You babies, have a good one.